interested in Athens has gone to the birds.
Really? I don't think I'm a bird.
Of course you are.
What would I be?
Nothing other than a brown rump turd dropper.
Really?
Sure.
And do you think Athens has gone afoul?
You can smell the foul play in the city like you can smell the crap on your finger. If a hen had laid eggs in Athens, I believe they would all be scrambled.
Well, that's no good.
No good at all. Come to think about it, what in the name of Zeus is good anymore?
Well, it's home of beautiful.
Battleships, those damn triremes that keep wasting my trees on. All those good able men stuck growing oversized branches and oversized trees.
Well, that's not everything. It's also great for
court dates and fees, all that ridiculousness that would send any sane man to the cuckoo's nest.
If you say so, but the democracy
is run by a bunch of loonies like you and me that scratch our butts and smell our fingers.
Oh, well, if you don't like it so much, why don't you live elsewhere?
Good question, my friend, but where would I go?
You could go to Sparta.
Yes, and I could also shove a branding iron up my ass and dance around merrily.
You could go to Troy.
I prefer not to live amongst people who are defeated by a giant hobby horse.
How about Lesbos? I've heard the weather is nice there.
Oh my goodness, look at her toga. She is to die for. Oh, she's so gorgeous, I'm getting all the clowns. By the balls of Zeus, do I look like I would fit in at Lesbos?
Well, your hair is awfully pretty.
Of course, Accius. The hair on my chest, as in I'm a hairy beast, and it's on my chest, not my breasts. I'm not a lesbian.
Oh.
Okay.
So why live Athens at all?
To be honest with you, I don't think I could end my romance with democracy. I revel in my stupidity, the fact that I can contribute to each and every vote, that all men are not created equal, and that women will always be in our beds and not in our assembly. That my decisions will one day shape the world of my beloved 8-pound, 9-ounce baby Marcus Gracchus. Is all these things that I love so much about our city.
Yep, we're going to have a great big wall soon.
Yes, a very big wall. And despite the foul play, I have no doubt the greatness of Athens will be rehashed and take flight.
I like a baby chicken.
Yes, like a baby chicken. Because our democracy has most definitely, most certainly, and most undoubtedly gone to the birds.
People of Athens, listen to me today, for the greatness of our democracy is at stake.
What say you? You talk of such nonsense, for Athens is not a state.
At stake.
I am 35 years old, and in each of those 35 years, 4 months, 2 days, and 23 minutes, Athens has never once given me a state.
Do you know the craving for vegetable soup?
Why? What do you mean?
The craving, the lust for those vegetables, each and every tomato and pea, every grain of salt and lettuce chunk, the warm, delicious goodness that you feel each and every time you have a little bit. So good you want some more and more and more. Well, I crave for democracy, Athens.
You mean Athens is vegetable soup?
No, the democracy of Athens is like the tasty greatness of vegetable soup. And I crave it, I want it, I need it!
I object. I do not like vegetable soup.
What? Why not?
Because my mother always burned it.
Well, that's not the only thing she messed up. Do you not know the lust you feel for the bread upon your plate as you sit down for dinner?
Nay, we know the hunger.
And do you not know the lust you feel for your wife each night?
Nay, we do her every night.
And for each and every one of her buns and rolls that she provides?
We love her buns.
And for the strudels in the oven that she pops out like all the women were made to do?
We love the strudels.
And isn't it these strudels that will carry on the names of our fathers?
Strudels in the name of Athens.
In the name of the little strudels, we must huzzah for the greatness of Athens.
Huzzah for the strudels.
Huzzah for Athens.
Huzzah for Athens.
Are you with me, men? To build the greatness of Athens, each strudel at a time, to fight for the greatness of our democracy, strudel by strudel.
Aye.
Then fight with me, men. Fight for the democracy!
Students, join me on this journey. Follow me closely as we explore the path of enlightenment.
We will follow, Socrates.
Let us raise our hands above our head to allow the thoughts to flow freely. Now let us twirl one finger on each hand to allow the enlightenment to commence. Ah, let us contemplate the colorfulness of a butterfly. Is it not? Is not a butterfly colorful?
Yes, the butterfly is colorful, Socrates.
And does not the flowers that it lands upon possess an equal amount of color?
Yes, the flowers are equally colorful, Socrates.
So one could presume that the same colors of the flowers are that of the colors of the butterfly. And a butterfly must land upon the flower with its feet. Therefore, a butterfly assumes its colors through its feet.
Clearly, the butterfly assumes its colors through its feet, Socrates.
Do potatoes have eyes?
Yes, a potato has eyes, Socrates.
As does the butterfly, so we can say that the butterfly is like the potato. Now, who eats the potato?
We eat the potato, Socrates.
And by eating the potato, we may assume the ability to observe color through our feet. However, does a potato have the same number of eyes as a butterfly?
No, it does not, Socrates.
Then we cannot derive anything from our logic. We must start over from the beginning. Now follow me and burrow into the ground. We must suspend our terrestrial thoughts and dull our minds into the underground subconscious of the potato. Only then will we begin to discover the things that the world above deprives us of. I'm sorry I'm late, Socrates. And what is this mortal interruption about?
Well, I was on my way over here, and I looked down and I realized I only had one sandal on. And then I remembered what you said about the man with one sandal was like a single cloud in the sky, who fell alone and would get blown away across the end of the earth by the cat who lives on Mount Olympus, who sneezed and be doomed to jumping around his tiny spirit while licking a rank block of salt made of human sweat and coconuts. So I ran back and got my sandal.
And why does it take 3 hours to get a sandal?
Well, you see, Socrates, I was running back now and I had 2 sandals, and I tripped on a rock and I landed on a ditch on the side of the road. And then I wondered why I landed on that ditch and not in a haystack that was only an arm's length away, and realized this must be why women do not favor me. Because I'm not big enough to fall in a haystack, and women seem to like big men, and well, I'm just not that big.
Did you see any clouds on your way over here?
A few, yes.
Excellent. Then you should be able to see the one I am sitting upon and the great lightning bolt that is about to turn your testicles into overcooked balls of fire.
Clearly, there is a lightning bolt, Socrates.
Do not be late, for he who is late will never know that he knows nothing. However, he who sometimes spends much of it alone. Therefore, he who knows he knows nothing will never be late, nor will be on time.
Yes, Socrates.
So we shall resume our contemplation of the potato for another day. Let us discuss Rhode Island. It is not a road, but it is not an island.